This guy's is on the worst team in the NFC East, the Washington football team.
NFC East champs, talk it up.
He finished RB 13 in 2020, and that's Antonio Gibson. This is your boy. He's currently going running back 12. ADP is running back 12. He's actually my running back 12, so I do agree with that. But he's your RB 9. Okay, so it's clear that you love Antonio Gibson.
Yeah.
Tell us why.
Obviously, I can tell you why he's an amazing talent, but you know why he's an amazing talent already.
Correct.
But I don't think we realize how impressive Antonio Gibson's season was last year. Washington's offense was terrible last year.
Okay.
The defense was great, but offensively, Washington was one of the worst teams. When you look at total yards for the entire year of any team, Washington was the third worst in total yards. The Giants and the Jets were the only team that were worse offensively than Washington last year.
Yeah, that's correct.
Somehow Antonio Gibson comes into this offense led by Alex Smith, who, by the way, had one leg, really. Was just making sure. Every play, we were just making sure, don't die, Alex. This offense was terrible last year. And somehow Antonio Gibson still finished as the RB13 with a turf toe injury. There was a point after that Dallas game where he was like the RB7 or 8 on the year. And 100%. I was like, oh my God, Antonio Gibson could finish as a top 5 guy.
It was crazy.
Which I was hyped on. Mm-hmm. I was hyped on because I was like, it was one of my guys that year.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people's guys that year. But anyway, this offense was terrible last year. Somehow Antonio Gibson still comes in, puts up an RB13 performance. We're now switching from Alex Smith, who, again, every play we're worried, is this guy going to die on this play or not, to Ryan Fitzpatrick, a guy who can push the ball downfield, who can open up this offense. There's going to be more scoring opportunities. Yeah. The combination of Curtis Samuel, De'Ami Brown, don't sleep on that NFL draft pick.
Right.
The field's going to be open. You're not going to be able to have anything in the box because you need to be worried about Terry, Logan Thomas, Curtis Samuel, De'Ami Brown. We're going to be able to spread the field.
It's a lot of opportunity there for the boys.
There is a lot of opportunity. Obviously, De'Ami Brown's not going to get like a big target percentage in his rookie year.
Yeah, right.
But there's going to be a lot of opportunity for Antonio Gibson this year, man. And it's quite simply put, improved offense, top 5 defense. I think that's being generous. Top 5 defense, plus a healthy Antonio Gibson. Dude, literally the sky's the limit. There's unlimited upside for this guy.
I agree with you. I like Antonio Gibson, and the one thing that I can take away from last year and him coming into the draft, one thing I learned from you actually coming in into last year about Antonio Gibson, about his pass catching ability. He was a wide receiver in college first. Yep. They used him, in that scheme. He was lining up on the outside. He can catch the ball. There's no doubt about it. Okay. And as you heard in our latest podcast, when I was talking about tight ends to avoid, I talked about Logan Thomas and why I'm not high on him. And it's because Antonio Gibson. The man can catch the ball. They're going to be utilizing him a lot more. And I personally believe Logan Thomas is going to be more of a pass blocker, a run blocker. He's going to use in those type of schemes. But
yeah, see, we don't see that similarly. I still think Logan Thomas is very valuable tight end, top 10 this year. But I don't think it affects Logan Thomas more than it affects guys like Curtis Samuel's upside, J.D. McKissick's upside, right? I feel like J.D. McKissick is phased out, and what happens with a rookie running back is it takes time to build trust. Any relationship takes time to build trust, right? The same goes with coaching staff. They need to trust you before they hand you the keys to the offense. Yeah. And by the way, Scott Turner was the offensive coordinator for Christian McCaffrey in his second year when he went crazy.
Well, this is what I was going to say. Like, let's not forget Riverboat Ron.
I'm not saying Antonio Gibson finishes the RB1, but it's genuinely not impossible.
That was one of my talking points was that Ron Rivera, he was with the best fantasy running back or quote unquote running back in the league now in Christian McCaffrey. Yep. I'm not saying Antonio Gibson is going to be CMC, but the opportunity and the mindset of Ron Rivera going in with Antonio Gibson, knowing that he can catch the ball, knowing his ability, there is top 10, top 5 upside there for Antonio Gibson coming into the 2021 season. I think it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that this guy, Ron Rivera, had CMC, now has Gibson. It's really only up from here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Washington has this weird ability to hit on every third round pick that we select. Terry McLaurin was a 3rd round pick.
Yeah.
Antonio Gibson was a 3rd round pick. This year, De'Ami Brown was a 3rd round pick. I'm just saying, hey, in dynasty leagues, De'Ami Brown's a guy that you should be drafting. You did. We just did a dynasty startup. You drafted him.
Yeah, my name's Daniel. I have De'Ami Brown.
Look, he's my RB9. He's your RB12. So we are both comfortable with where he's going off the board. 100%. If I'm on the board, Cam Akers, Antonio Gibson, Jonathan Taylor's on the board, I'm still taking JT, but the second running back there out of all the rookies is Antonio Gibson for me, and I'm comfortable taking him as high as 1.9.
Yeah, so I'm there with you. Like I said, as the season gets closer, these guys could be moving up in my rankings. I personally believe Antonio Gibson will get moved up to my rankings as we get close into the season. But right now, with all the reports and Ron Rivera, there's no doubt about it that he can do something crazy this year.
I would say the one caveat here. Caveat, you like that word?
Yeah, I love that word.
Oui.
Open up the dictionary, man.
Croissant, my little croissant. The only caveat here is his health, right? I mean, if he's not healthy, if that toe is not healthy, then all this goes out the window.
Yo, what's good? Thanks for watching. We got a lot more videos.
A lot more.
If you want more videos.
Watch it.
You can also subscribe.
Right now.
If you want to.
You need to.
And lastly, don't forget that you can sign up to support the show and get exclusive content by going to patreon.com/fantasylandfam.